Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Go! Let's go!
Here we go,
so
here
a
we
little
go.
bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
That's the way.
11.
Come on, switch it. Deuce. Pick the edge. Go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
Two.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
21. Hey, alert.
Hatch it.
Flag.
Whip.
Watch the hut.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. You go ahead.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11.
Check 15. Switch. Quick. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Jim. Check 31.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Room here to run. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about with one of the GMs in the league. It's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Get that ball. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 4. SOS. Kill.
Head hunt.
Once again, they run with Green on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Kill.
21. Here we go.
Slam. Check 13.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. Across the track, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with an extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Murray now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Second down, Murray sets to throw. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Murray from midfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Murray now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Nick Bosa able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Third and long.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That pressure gets to him again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you.
Check 52.
Check your hot read. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 24, check 24.
11.
37, check 37.
There's Garoppolo to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
At the 44-yard line.
Mike, here we go. 180. 11.
Check 43. Check.
Watch that.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
21. Here we go.
Check 24. Check. Lucky. Check 26. Under 10. 10. He's checking.
On second down, it's Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Here we go.
On third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
21. We got double up. White.
43 is the mic.
40. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the punt, they have a long way to go if they want to tie this football game.
And when you say a long way to go, you mean the full 99 yards, backed up almost as far as you can be. You also have to be aware that the defense is going to come after. A lot of defense will blitz and attack in this situation, hoping to cause a little bit of havoc.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Going for the deep ball. The ball batted in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. It's a 49 touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. Good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Murray now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here we go.
So
Here
the
we go.
opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Check, 43. You ready, man?
11.
Slam. Tight dog.
Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to Coleman. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
12, fellas. Here we go.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Hey, Delta.
Crunch time, defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
One, Omaha.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Hey, Charlie. 12. Don't be scared of it.
Chance.
Throwing his Garoppolo on third down. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That ball complete to Isabella. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Oh, dang, punt. Set up. Right there.
They'll run it to Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll come out in the pistol. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. Second and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's third and goal. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Let's go.
Hey, here we go. Black 80!
Let's go. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Watch the safety creep. Back, back, back. Check nine.
Lock, lock, lock.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go,
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I got one. Check. Check 99. Check 99. Shoot.
Hey, alert.
Now a give coming right is Breida. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 180!
Here we go. Watch twist. Check hot route. Hot. Check the backer. Check three. Undercrush. Safe.
Here's Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Cut. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check nickel. Wide. Get wide.
One, Omaha.
25. Check 25. Switch. Kill.
They go counter with Breida. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Here we go. 180! I got it.
Check three. Kill.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more.
Kill. Watch the twist. Check. Fresno. Hey, watch it.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over at first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big run there by Johnson, and even 50 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Murray now. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
To throw, it's Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Bang, 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 bang. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
White.
Breida will try the right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
36, 36. Slant. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hatchet. Switch.
12, fellas, here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go. 180!
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
On first down, it's Coleman trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Watch the pass.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
22, eyes on 22.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
It's our field. Hey, it's our route. Whip. Watch the whip. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Check 50.
Switch.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Jam. Check 31.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Oh, yeah. pressure.
Check four. SOS.
This is Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Rush in. Check safety.
11.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
He has to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defense.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Let's go. We got this. Check 52.
Check your hot read. Tighten up. Check 24. Check
21. Here we go.
Check 43. Check.
They run with Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check 26. Under 10. 10. He's checking. Crash.
65. 11. Shoot!
Now it's Breida. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Murray now on first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run a 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
11.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And some room to run now. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Check 9.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
12.
Check 99.
Lock.
They will run again with Coleman. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. He's at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 98 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field, and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20!
Rip left. Shift! Watch the shift! Watch twist! Watch twist! Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check it back.
Here's a handoff left side to Breedle. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You got it!
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D! It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check three. Undercrunch. Say.
Hey, alert!
Coleman now.
Check nickel.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here we go.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, start